The government of Taraba State is alleging the withdrawal of soldiers from Takuma and its environ, a day after the military panel investigating alleged complicity of the army in the herdsmen and farmers crisis commenced its work. The special assistant on media to the governor of Taraba State, Bala Dang Abu, told Channels Television that after disarming the military suddenly withdrew their men from Takum and the neighboring villages. He said that the alleged withdrawal of the contingent sent to ensure security in southern Taraba is worrisome, as residents now fear of more attacks. Meanwhile, some women in Takum have protested against alleged unwholesome activities of the military in their area. The women who were dressed in black, as seen in this amateur video, marched around Takum, accusing the military of entering their houses at night to arrest their men and youths. The military has, however, refuted the claims by the Taraba State government on the alleged withdrawal of the army from Takum or any other place in the state. The spokesman of the Defense Headquarters, Major General John Agim, said that he was not aware of troops' withdrawal or harassment of residents as being alleged. He dismissed the claims, saying that the Operation Cat Race has actually been extended in Taraba State until next month. The police in Benue State have rescued a 44-year-old Cameroonian woman who was allegedly kidnapped under a spell in 1990 in Calabar, where she had gone to sit for the Joint Admission and Matriculation Examination, JAM. Narrating her ordeal during the 28-year-long captivity to Channels Television, Miss Martha Ayong says that she was kidnapped at the age of 16 when the suspect, Alhaji Ali Omonya Ame, sprayed her with a substance which made her do everything he instructed.
28 good years. That was how long it took the Nigerian police to rescue Martha Ayong, a 44-year-old Cameroonian woman who was allegedly kidnapped under a spell in 1990 in Calabar, the Cross River State capital, where she had gone to sit for the Joint Admission and Matriculation Examination. To Martha, her alleged abductor took her by trick to where she spent most of her adult life under threats, isolation and forced relationship that has produced 3 children as a result of random rape by the suspect.
He came by my side because they were seeing us always carrying bags because of the exchange we did. So Nigerian money, the highest currency by then was just 20 naira. So the money was much. So when we came, we were buying those things. So he just came by my side and said I should look at him. He was an elderly man more than my father. So I did not suspect him for anything. So he just poured me powder, used handkerchief on me like this, and told me that, what do I want to buy? I said, I'm buying things. Okay. Where is the money you are carrying? I said, this is the money I should give him. I gave him the sum of money I was carrying, 400,000 naira. He carried the money from me, and he told me that I should follow him.
But Mr. Michael Ayong, father of the abductee, wants the Nigerian government to prosecute her abductor.
Justice will take its course. And this man with this type of crime, kidnapping, I don't think he can be released on bail. So if he's released on bail, in fact, I would not be happy with the Nigerian government.
While parading 15 suspects for various crimes, the Benue State Police Commissioner, Fatai Owosheni, also announced the arrest of one Alhaji Ali Omonya Ame, a 78-year-old man who allegedly kidnapped and kept Miss Martha Ayong for 28 years in his custody.
He had used one means or the other, which are not known to the law, to put this Cameroonian lady in a family way without knowing what she was doing. The lady had given him 3 children. 1 or 2 of them had even graduated from the university.
Although she's finally free, but what can Martha do to regain all the years wasted in a forced relationship she never planned for in Nigeria? Will justice be done? That is one question the Nigerian police may have to answer.
Stories that definitely beat your imagination. To politics now. The Minister of Mines and Steel Development, Dr. Kayode Fayemi, has declared his intention to recontest for the governorship seat of Ekiti State on the platform of the All Progressives Congress, the APC. Mr. Fayemi declared his interest at a rally held in Ado-Ekiti, the state capital. He says that his decision to join the governorship race is to rescue Ekiti State from bad governance and to restore it to its place of pride.
The St. Michael's African Church Primary School field plays host to hundreds of followers of the All Progressives Congress in support of Dr. Kayode Fayemi, who is accompanied by his wife and members of his campaign organization at the rally to officially announce his candidacy to run for governor of Ekiti State. He tells the gathering that he is on a rescue mission to reclaim Ekiti State from what he refers to as bad governance and to restore it to its place of pride.
We are on the march again because we must conquer poverty. We are on the march again because we must restore our values. We are on the march again because we must reclaim our land. And we are on the march again because enough of the assault, enough of the insult, enough of the intimidation, and enough of the bad governance.
As a former governor of Ekiti State, Dr. Fayemi believes that his achievements in critical areas of health, education, youth empowerment, and infrastructural development will work in his favor.
We did not only have free but also compulsory and qualitative education from primary 1 to JSS 3. We also paid bursaries. We gave scholarships. We had free health for the vulnerable segment of our population. We constructed roads all around these states. We built roads in every community. There is no community that did not benefit from our 5-kilometer road scheme.
This governorship aspirant names social investment, industrial revolution, and infrastructural development as areas of priority for his administration if he is given the opportunity to lead the state once again. Dr. Kayode Fayemi had been visiting delegates at the local government level, seeking their support ahead of the May 5th APC governorship primary, which doubles as the first hurdle for him before the July 14th governorship election in the state.
If you need to emerge on May 5th, because you sound like...
The 2018 Nigeria Bar Association Section on Legal Practice Conference has ended in Port Harcourt, the River State capital. The two-day event brought together members of the bar and bench to brainstorm on ways of enhancing law practice in Nigeria. River State Governor Nyesom Wike, who gave the welcome address, is asking members of the judiciary to rise to the task of ensuring credible and transparent elections in Nigeria. Our correspondent Emmanuel Ere reports.
Rethinking and retooling legal practice for the challenges of our time is the theme of the 2018 annual MBA section on legal practice, holding in Port Harcourt, the River State capital. The governor of River State, the president of the Nigerian Bar Association, some chief judges, and other members of the judiciary are among special guests gathered here to discuss these issues expected to help deepen legal practice in the country.
The section feels there is a need to reach out to students so that we can, as they say, catch them young. Towards that end, we will be fashioning ways of partnering with various institutions. For a start, the section has been in discussion with the law school and will partner with the law school to assist with training their students in their 6 campuses.
Sections were introduced in the MBA as a vehicle for deepening professionalism in the bar. Sections are expected to promote continuing professional development and professionalization of legal practice in Nigeria. The sections and their committees are therefore the platforms that should offer the real value propositions for our members.
And on an occasion like this, the issues surrounding the Electoral Act is apparently not missing from the discussions, as Governor Wike explains that the ongoing amendments should not be stalled.
There is a national consensus that the radical changes proposed under the amendment bill, including the provisions on e-voting and simultaneous transmission of results from polling units, constitute the bulwark against the disgraceful electoral malpractices that has permeated our electoral system. Therefore, we must all stand up against the devilish efforts by some anti-democratic forces to kill the ongoing process to amend the 2010 Electoral Act on the flimsy excuse that the order of elections proposed in the amendment bill contravenes the discretionary powers of INEC, which in any case has not complained of any mischief occasioned by the new order.
Deliberations continue on day 2 of the event as problems impeding fee-earning capabilities for legal practitioners' preparations for the 2019 elections. Many will be looking to see how resolutions reached at this conference will help to begin to chart a new course in professionalism and efficiency in the practice of law in this country, especially at this time when the matter of the rule of law is still a subject of debate. Emmanuel Ere, Channels Television News.
Let's shift gears now, shall we, as Oando stands by with business news.
Thanks a lot, Gimba, and welcome to Business News. The constant change in leadership at the Securities and Exchange Commission is embarrassing, but it also calls for damage control to investors to secure their confidence. And that's according to the Chief Executive of Financial Derivatives Company, Mr. Bismarck Rewane, who told us today on our Capital Market program.
I think the fact that the minister moved very quickly to restore order to the lead regulator and to show that this country can back and bite at the same time is good to that extent. But the thing is that it should never have happened in the first place. This is what we call damage control. It should never have happened in the first place. There's no question. There's no way that the regulator can lift the suspension of a company which was under so much controversy at a point in time, which led to the ousting of a previous DG without clearance from the board. How could that have happened? And, you know, this Nigerian Stock Exchange as well should have actually cleared as well to say, look, is this improper or what is, what's happening? So there are too many, the ball dropped in too many places. And I mean, where we are now is that we should do damage control and ensure that we restore confidence to investors and restore confidence to both domestic and international investors for that matter.
Transaction turnover in the fixed income and the currencies markets of the FMDQ OTC amounted to 15.66 trillion naira in March this year. And this figure represents a 24.6% increase from the value recorded in February this year. Activities in the Treasury bills market accounted for 35.6%, while the foreign exchange market added 39.06% to the total turnover. The money market, comprising repurchase agreements and unsecured placements, contributed 17.62% to the records. And staying with the fixed income market, the FMDQ OTC Securities Exchange expects more listings and issues in the short term as Nigeria's economic recovery continues. According to the Vice President Market Development, Tumi Sekoni, the stability in macroeconomic variables are pointers to these projections.
New things happening with the market is more favorable. Obviously, this time last year, things were not as they are today. So things are obviously much better. We see increased activity in the market across all the products on FMDQ. And we hope that that would, the momentum will be maintained even throughout the year, not just only Q2, but even Q3 and Q4. And with also the initiatives FMDQ is working on with the market, we're hoping to see more activity generally in, like I said, in the infrastructure space, in the housing space, in even new products, derivative space as well.
And that ends Business News for this week. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Oando.